Hello everyone, welcome back to another feedback video. Today we are gonna give some feedback to Ulugbek. So let's get started. Before that, let me know whether you watch this video or not and where you're from. Okay, comment down below and hello Ulugbek. So let's get started.
Hi, my name is Harshit and I'll be your mock examiner for today. Could you please
Mhm.
tell me your full name?
Yeah, my full name is Ulugbek Yuldashev, and you can just call me with my first name, Ulugbek.
Okay,
Okay, good. This is more than enough.
Ulugbek. Where are you from?
I'm from Uzbekistan, which is beautiful and culture-rich country located in Central Asia.
Okay, good.
Mhm. What do you like the most about Uzbekistan?
So the thing that I like most about my country would be its ancient cities like Samarkand, Khiva, and Bukhara.
So he's talking about the ancient cities like Samarkand. Yes, this is the spelling. Yes. Okay, yes, it's beautiful. So true. Okay, in Bukhara. So maybe one day I'll visit. It's possible. Let's see.
So yeah,
So yeah, don't do that. Actually, it's fine, but it's better to avoid that habit, that way of answering. So don't say so, yeah, something like that. Instead, it's better to simply wind it up. Okay, Bukhara, done.
Hmm. Okay, do you work or study?
currently I'm a student. I study at high school, which is located in my local area, and I've been studying at this school around 6 years because my previous school was in Russia.
Really fluent? Good.
Okay, so do you know Russian also?
Yep.
Mhm. Okay, so do you think you'll learn more about Russian language in the future?
Yeah, in the future, I study Russian not because
I study Russian now. What is that? I study Russian now.
I need it, but because it helps me.
You can say I didn't learn Russian because I need it, but I learned it because I needed it for the university or I needed it for the university, something like that. So the question was about the future. So yes, present plus future tense. So yeah, I think I learned more Russian, not because I need it, but for my university, blah blah blah. Okay, so little issues, but okay.
To get into the university. So that's why just I should study this language too.
Mhm.
Good.
Like, now let's talk about technology. Okay, so
hmm
what kind of technology do you use every day?
So on a daily basis, I use gadgets
This pronunciation is pretty good on a daily basis. Good, very clear.
like my phone, tablet, or a laptop because I mostly use them for my studies.
Which is your favorite gadget?
My favorite gadget would be my mobile phone because it's with me every time that I need it and I can use it. So yeah, it would be my mobile phone.
He said his phone, then mom's phone. Little confusion, but it's okay. Normally, anyone of his age would be using their mom's phone. Normally, but some got their own mobile phones. But here, little confusion, otherwise, perfectly okay.
Mhm. Okay, do you use technology more for your studies or for, spending free time?
It really depends. So if it's weekend, let's say I spend technology mostly for just relaxation. But if it's the weekdays in which I had to study, I use it for mostly for my studies.
What
Good answer again. There's not a lot to correct, actually. Everything seems to be fine. It's so easy.
one electronic device you can't live without?
Um, Electronic device that I can't live without would be, I think, my laptop. So because my laptop is just a mini laptop, so it's easy to carry. So that's why it's much convenient to use it at every time you want. So and it really helps me to write some essays and kind of stuff.
Hmm.
Essays and kind of stuff. You could have specified, but okay. And I like that. Essays. Good. Good score for pronunciation.
Mhm. Okay, now let's talk about social media. Do you use social media apps or websites?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah. Do you use any social media apps?
Yep, sure. So as we live in modern life, just we had to use.
Modern, like, I just
Can you repeat the question?
see
Yeah.
here.
Do you use any social media apps?
Yep, sure. So as we live in modern life, just we had to use apps.
So modern, I feel like the pronunciation can improve, right? So, modern.
Modern. Modern.
Hmm. Okay, okay. Yes, yes, I'm obsessing over it maybe.
Social media apps. So it would be Instagram and Telegram. So I mostly use them for just entertainment and yeah.
And yep. See, if he doesn't do this and yep, and maybe give little bit extra detail, I personally feel like it would be much better. And he'll get an even higher score. I already got a score on my mind. Let's see.
Which is your favorite social media app?
My favorite social media app would be Instagram, right? So because
You don't need write over. Okay.
it helps me to
But yes, it's fine.
just relax and just scroll up some reels. So yeah.
Mhm.
Scroll up some reels.
Okay. Are there any disadvantages on this, Instagram, using Instagram?
Yeah. So this Instagram, we kind of hooked on to the Instagram if we just use it a lot. So that's why it would be the thing that is lacks for Instagram. So that's why it's. I think it's just the bad part of it. Instagram, just we use it a lot. We just can't stop ourselves just from that scrolling.
Why do you think that?
Mm, this answer can be a bit better. You can say like, even though many people use it and find Instagram really useful for socializing with people online, I think there are a few disadvantages. And the most prominent one is addiction. Normally, all of us get addicted to it and we keep on doom scrolling. So that is one advantage, a disadvantage I can think of. You can answer like this, right? Hmm. Anyhow, let's continue.
We aren't able to stop scrolling?
Um, we kind of addicted, so we can scroll again and again. So it just something that we can't stop doing.
Can add a bit more detail, but okay.
Okay. All right. So do you think you will use social media less in the future, or do you think you will use it more?
So as everything gets better, I think in the future I'll use social media more compared to now because as we live in technology era, it's just important to use important as water. So that's why yeah, I
Important as what is good.
think I'll use
Mhm.
more.
All right. So our part one is over. Now let's move on to part two.
So part one was okay for me, not a lot of mistakes or anything, but I personally feel like I could have added little bit extra detail. Otherwise, pretty fine, good.
Of the speaking test.
So let's get to it. This is the cue card I gave him. Describe a piece of technology you own that you find very useful. Let's get to the answer.
Minute later.
All right, you can start speaking now. Remember, you have 1 to 2 minutes for this, and I'll tell you when the time's up. Okay?
Okay. Mm-hmm. So I would like to talk about a piece of technology that I have and I found it very useful. So it would be my mobile phone that I use on a daily
So fluent. Good. I like it. I like it.
basis. So I remember that, like yesterday,
But here and there, I got like this struggle, but it's okay.
that I received my phone from my
Received, received. Normally, Uzbek students got that received, but whenever you got ED, you say you stress on that. It's received, right?
aunt on my last birthday. So it was a mobile phone with Apple, so model 14 Pro Max.
Mobile phone with the Apple. You won't say with the Apple. It's an Apple phone. Or normally, we call it an iPhone. You can simply say it's of the company Apple. It's an iPhone, right?
So I received it from my aunt, and since then I've been using that. So I mostly use.
And you can even say it's not brand new since she has been using it for a while, something like that, but okay.
My mobile phone for entertainment and to be in touch with my family members. So as I live far away from them because of my studies, so I mostly use it to be in touch with my family members. So, and not just for just talking, and moreover, it really helps me to boost my language skills. So, as a student, I study two languages, which are Russian and English. So, and that's why I need them to. I need my phone to
He's not really getting. Hmm.
help me with that. So, and mostly I use two apps through my mobile phone. It's Lisa and Cambridge Dictionary.
These both apps are pretty good.
So, and it really helps me to enhance my language skills. So, and not just for studying, and here and I play some games through my mobile phone. So it would be video games like PUBG and eFootball. So yeah, I use it for everything, for just talking to my parents through social media, and for studies, and just for entertainment. So yeah, and I found it that really useful, and I can't imagine my life without my that
I can't imagine my life. I like that expression.
device, without my phone, because as we live in tech era, it's really important to even possess one mobile phone to use that. So yeah.
Mhm. Okay, fine. All right, so
Part two was pretty good. He was fluent in between. He got little issues, but okay.
I'll be asking you a few follow-up questions, okay?
Hmm.
All right. So, how long do you use this mobile phone for playing video games?
um I have been playing video games for almost 1 year. So it's a game known as PUBG, and I'm kind of addicted to this game, and I'm trying to stop playing this game these
Why
days.
are
Good answer.
okay, so why are you trying to stop playing this game?
Because it's really affecting me in the way I study. So I can just I can't hold myself back from playing this game.
I can't hold myself back. Good.
Hmm. Okay, so what about your friends? Do they also feel the same?
Yeah, yeah. It's a kind of team game that we play together. So that's
Mhm.
why they kind of call me just Ulugbek, enter this game. I would like to play with you. So yeah.
Yeah, I can really relate.
Yeah, I used to do the same a few years back with Call of Duty. I tried PUBG also, but somehow I didn't like it.
Anyhow, now let's talk more about technology. Okay,
Hmm.
so how has technology made everyday life easier?
So I can say that it made it easier. So by providing us with devices, so which we can use in order to be in touch with our family members. So that might be the people who live far away from their parents, right? So and
So he's using right. You don't need right, yeah. Hmm.
by creating the mobile phones like phones, we can be in touch. We can be in contact with them at every time we want. So yeah.
Okay, do you think people depend too much on technology these days?
Dependent. Could you repeat?
Yeah, do you think people depend too much on technology these days?
Depend, right?
Yeah, depend.
Uh-huh. Yes, for sure. Because our life is with technology, so that's why it's important
For sure, instead of simply saying yes all the time, go with definitely, absolutely, for sure, without a doubt or something, without a shadow of doubt. Hmm.
to use. It's important to be dependent on technology, to be related to technology, because um, everything is being done with technology right now, even in studies, even in working. So yeah.
Can add a bit more detail, but okay.
Hmm. Okay. So other things that technology cannot replace.
Mm. Things that technology can't replace. So I think it's jobs, right? So even though we have robots that can replace humans, I don't think that can replace the specific types of jobs, right? Right. Let's say they can replace teachers, right? But they can't replace people who works for the government, like for FBI, prosecutors, lawyers. But in some cases, they can replace lawyers too with rights, with constitutions. But I don't think so. That can argue with that judge in the court, like the people, like people. So yeah.
Okay, so here it's a good answer. And I'm not really sure, but I think some high courts, even I think it was in India, some high courts, maybe in India or elsewhere, I don't know where, but I have read about it. They kind of use ChatGPT or a similar AI model to actually do something, make some judgment. So yes, AI is literally everywhere now. Good answer. And try to talk about all the sides if possible.
Okay, fine. Now let's talk more about this, maybe technology in education, since you mentioned about teachers. So, how
Mhm.
has technology changed education?
So I can just say that it made it more easier because as a student, I use technology for my studies, and it plays a pivotal role and it really helps me to do my studies in a comfortable way to
Mhm.
study. I mean,
Okay.
Like how?
like so there are apps. So I use mostly for writing, for
Mhm.
essays. So it's a Quillbot that helps me to check my essays and grammars.
Mhm. Okay, other than that, how has technology changed the way we learn?
We learn.
Other than that, how
Mm-hmm.
has technology changed the way we learn?
Mm.
Mm.
So technology created ebooks, right?
You can think actually it's fine. But what some students do is like, they'll start with something and they'll be like, it's pretty annoying. So you can simply think, take a moment and answer.
So, and I can say that there might be people who is kind of lazy and who don't want to study, don't want to read books.
Read books. It's not read books, it's read books. Right, read books. Read is the past.
But that ebooks can be helpful for them. Just they just listen to it, and it's yeah. I think it's the way that technology created.
That's not so clear, it's not so coherent. But okay, even he knows about that. Look at his smile. Anyhow,
Okay. Like, so what technologies or what type of technologies do you think we will use more in the future?
So the type of technology, right? So I think it's devices for sure because we can imagine our life without devices, without mobile phones, computers. We live in Comp 8, so that's why in the future too we will need these types of technologies like devices.
still the answer is in softly, yeah. You could have said something like, I think in the future we'll be using almost the same devices, but improved ones. And maybe we'll have more devices powered by AI, since even right now we got some devices powered by AI, like with iPhones, we got Apple Intelligence. With many Samsung devices, we got some Samsung AI. So I think we will have more AI powered devices that help us literally everywhere, not just on our mobile phones. Maybe these AI devices will be on our vehicles. This is a bit more predictive, bit more clear, right?
Can you tell me about these devices? What kind of technology you're talking about?
Yep. I'm talking about phones and laptops. So it's an innovation, so which can really be helpful to use in the future and now
Why do you
too.
think it's an innovation?
I was just messing with. I was trying to pull like a little bit.
It's not innovation, but it was innovation at past times, but it's not now. So yeah, innovation. I can say that when invite new types, new modes of mobile phones and laptops. Like Apple creates every year a new type of new model of phones.
Okay, so let's talk about Apple. So
I got the same question for you. Do you use Apple devices and why? I know the answer, but still, I want to hear from you. Let's continue.
even though most of the iPhones look similar, why do you think many Apple users purchase a new model or the latest model, even though they have purchased the most recent one, maybe last year? Why do many Apple fans do
Mm.
that? Hmm.
Maybe
It's like, uh, that's fine, but don't do that all the time. Right.
reputation plays a role. There might be people who are too rich, and if they afford to buy a new one, so they just new
Shortage of the people who are affluent. Right. So,
affluent,
right. So, affluent, that is a better word.
purchase new one and just use it. So yeah.
Actually, many Apple fans purchase new iPhones just for the craze and all the, you know, I would say dogma, the social status. Otherwise, I feel like all the new models of iPhones are barely the same. And now, at least in my place, what is happening is that literally everyone kind of got an iPhone, not because they can afford it, but because they want to show off. So they purchase like older versions, older models, and they can simply say, "Hey, I got an iPhone." That is what is happening. It is more for the social status. Social status. You can use that.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, Ulugbek.
So that's the end of his speaking test. I didn't have a lot of work to be honest. It was really easy to correct since there weren't a lot of mistakes. It was pretty fun taking his mock test. Now let's discuss about his band's score. So without any doubt, I can easily give him a 7. Easily. Actually, I can reduce it to a 6.5 if I'm considering all the mistakes and all, but no, I'm not considering because this dude deserves it, especially because of his fluency and his pronunciation. Even grammar is pretty fine. So for fluency and coherence, I can easily give you a 7 or 8. With lexical resource, you got to work a bit. So for now, I'm gonna give you a 7. Maybe I can reduce it to a 6, but yes, 7. Then GRA, it's pretty solid 7. But if you want to make it an 8, you'll need to add better structures and all. Same goes for lexical resource. If you want to increase it, try to use better language, maybe more idiomatic language, better phrases. Okay. With pronunciation, everything was pretty clear. Good intonation, word stress, everything was there. So for pronunciation also, I can easily, without any doubt, give you a 7 or even 8. So Ulugbek, your band score is a 7, solid 7, no questions asked, for me at least. Maybe some others would say it's 6.5. No, it's not a 6.5. You must have listened to a lot of 6.5 candidates. He's much better than 6.5. This dude is a 7, and if he performs well, if he would have answered the questions in a better way, I would have definitely given him a 7.5. So you have the potential for a 7.5, even 8, but not there yet, not there yet. But you can easily reach the. But for now, I'm giving you a 7. This uh, you know feedback video was so easy to be honest. Again, I'm telling you. So it's really good. I really enjoy listening to your answers. I didn't have any confusion. There were pauses wherever it was needed. So pretty good. It's a solid 7. Maybe a 7.5, but for now it's a 7 Ulugbek. I hope you're satisfied with your score. And those who are watching, you can criticize me. Yes, you can. Okay, if you feel like my marking isn't so accurate, you can let me know. And check out the other videos also, how I'm scoring and the results. Okay, so I have taken mock interviews of students who have already appeared for the test or sometimes the mock test, the videos will be maybe a day after, and the exams will be over. So I am scoring by actually understanding I'm amending myself, right. That is how I'm scoring. I'm not simply, thinking, this guy looks good and I'm gonna give that. No, I don't do like that. Rather, I do it one with experience. I check the band descriptors. So that is how I score. And with some videos, some students were like, and some people texted me personally, not some, many, I would say. They were like, oh, you are very lenient, you are overestimating your students. Maybe. But I'm doing so, one, to motivate the students, otherwise, I trust them. Okay. So the scores I give is approximate. Maybe there will be difference by point 0.5. It happens everywhere, right? So let's say I'm giving Ulugbek a 7, so he might get a 7.5 also, but not below that. I don't think he will ever get a 6.5. If you will get a 6.5, Ulugbek will get a 6.5 if he totally messes it up. Otherwise, he got 7 in him. All he needs to do is to give a proper structured answer, even better answers. Otherwise, everything is solid, pretty good. So thank you so much for joining me with this video. I hope you enjoyed this feedback and share this with everyone. Share this with your friends or Ulugbek's friends. I think Ulugbek is kind of popular. I don't know. We got some popular students over here. Anyhow. So share this video with others. Like, comment, and share. Thank you so much for watching. See you with the next one. Bye bye. Tata. And if you're looking for classes, I do provide classes. You can check it out or simply contact me on WhatsApp. I'll call you and let you know about the courses I provide. Bye bye. See you next time.